Hey everyone, it is me, Mario5514, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Splatoon manga. Now, in some of my recent or previous videos that you may have watched, I may have referenced or talked a bit about the Splatoon manga in my Splatoon talk video. In this video I'm going to be addressing or talking about the manga and how it pertains to the series in another way, or in a different way. First thing, if you've, let me ask you this: have you Have you ever wanted to cosplay as one of them? Do you own the sinew suit? If you say yes to if you say yes to both those questions, then you are in fact a fan of the manga. Um, there's also a Splatoon manga dub that you can watch on YouTube. It was re-uploaded by someone named Nate. Just look up Splatoon manga dub, and you'll see the re-uploaded videos of the dub, because the original videos were done by the Corocoro Comics dub. That YouTube channel is no longer available. I think it got deleted. But this person managed to re-upload the videos and preserving what that YouTube channel did a few years ago, I think. Another thing, so let me ask you this. Ever wanted to go to Inkopolis? I bet a lot of you would. It's basically where we start off the entire story. So from what we have seen, if you've read like volumes 1 through 3 going into volume 4, we can see an eventual climbing or creation of the huge story, introduction of all the characters, as well as the comedy that we see from Goggles, especially with him not having any clothes on in public most of the times that we've seen him. And yeah, there were a few times that we do see him without his clothes on. Kind of funny. Now, apart from the story and how it pertains to the game, is that even though there's like the tournaments like the Corocoro Cup or the tournament, that kind of thing I think does not exist in the game, only appears or exists in the manga section. But the hero campaigns that we see in I think volume 3 as well as volume 12 of the manga, it does pertain to what we see in Splatoon 1 when we're playing as Agent 3, and in Splatoon 2 when we're playing as Agent 4, as well as from what we see in volume 7 with the Octo expansion arc. Yeah. When you see Goggles, in fact, Blue Team wearing the sinew suits, it was basically a promotion from the Corocoro comic, which was done like back in 2018, 2019. Yeah, I think that was when the code came out, maybe going into 2020, but that code expired in, I think, August of 2021, so that code is no longer available. I have a feeling that people are going to make like hacks to make it that you're able to order it off of another player, or just like sell it illegally under Nintendo's nose. I bet a lot of people are going to start doing that if they're that desperate. I mean, it's kind of when you look at the Octo expansion DLC for the game, and then you look at the manga story to it, it's kind of a difference when we're in the game and we see Agent 3 crash through the ceiling to save us from being pureed in that blender. He knocks himself out cold. But when Ryder crashes through the ceiling in the manga, which he's Agent 3.5 because Goggles is Agent 3, Ryder is still standing or on his feet, which kind of makes me question, is that really play on with the game, or is that just separate from it's in its own league? And of course, when we look at the Splatoon 3, the Splatlands, what was the point of it? I mean, why couldn't they just continue it on and just call some of the volumes that we see in Splatoon 3, the Splatlands, just like volume 17, 18, 19, and 20. Like, why don't you add those on? I mean, the last of the regular Splatoon manga that we see was from volume 16, which is like coming to an end of what we see currently before moving into Splatoon 3, the Splatlands, which is like the Splatoon manga's successor, hinting that Team Blue will be heading to the Splatlands, moving into Splatsville. Um, yeah. Some of the stuff that you see, like Goggles and Ryder in Octo Valleys, they uncover a subterranean plot, becoming agent of the Squidbeak Splatoon, as well as Gloves joining in as well. It's kind of like a play on, or like the manga's version of the single-player story mode or hero campaign. Um, at first it's like, okay, and then in the game it's like, oh yeah, like we're actually doing this on our own. I think another thing worth mentioning or talking about is that most of the stuff that you see in the manga or hear in the manga, not much to see when it comes to the game, because some of the stuff that exists in the game but doesn't appear in the manga, and some of the stuff that appears in the manga does not get shown in the game. The tournaments like the Square King Cup, that does not appear in the game. Neither does the Corocoro Cup appear anywhere, only in the manga. Yeah, those are just like the differences. Characters wise, they don't exist in the game, but they only appear in the manga as like the story of, I would think, how it all would play out. But I mean, we can cosplay as who they are. I mean, we got Goggles, we got headphones, specs, bobble hat, Ryder, Skull, Aloha, Army, even Mask. We got Gloves, we got Vintage, all those people. I may be missing other people in there, other characters. If you think I am missing people, comment down below the video. I may talk about this in another video, but yeah, that's how much I can get out of it so far. If you guys want, thank you for watching. If you guys like the video, be sure you subscribe. Really helps out. If you guys do want to see, I may make part 2 of this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay fresh, everyone.